So, question I actually get this question a lot. Do you have to go full range of motion to build muscle? I get this question a lot. In any given exercise. Well, like I said, if you're going for strength, I said this so many times before, you're going for strength, you want to be functional, you just want to, like, I don't know, you get ready for a show, some shit, some powerlifting thing, weightlifting. Obviously, hell yeah, you want to be able to do your bench press, full range of motion, your squats, deadlift, whatever. These are exercises that you have to do the full range of motion, But as far as just hypertrophy, yes, obviously, you want to have good technique, good full range of motion, but is it the only thing? Hell no. Hell fucking no. I mean, partial reps have been shown. Both science and science have shown that partial reps build muscle. Because people forget that it's not you doing your barbell curl that's really building the muscle. It's the length that the muscle is under tension. The whole time on the tension principle thing. A lot of things build muscle. A lot of factors: stress, heavy weight, this and that. But the most important one is tension, right? That's the most important muscle building factor. Is the amount of time the muscle is under tension. And I can give you so many examples. People that disagree and say no, partial reps don't build muscle. Only full range of motion. Then how to explain exercises like the deadlift as a trap builder? Everybody knows the deadlift is a great exercise for the upper traps, right? It builds your upper traps like crazy, but there's no contraction of the traps, especially the upper. There's no shrugging motion when you deadlift. You're just picking the weight up and it's pulling on your traps downward, right? So there's this insane tension on your traps and it causes hypertrophy. Farmer walks, you're just holding a fucking heavy ass weight and you're walking a long distance, builds great, not only grip strength, but great forearms. Farmers in Africa and all over the world, even especially in Africa, a lot of people that do a lot of wheelbarrow work. I don't know if you guys know what a wheelbarrow looks like, because y'all rich as fuck. But people in Africa that do a lot of wheelbarrow work, they all have these huge forearms. We used to call them Popeyes in Africa. We never understood why until now I understand. Oh shit. Because they don't, when you carry a wheelbarrow, you don't do this, right? You don't fucking do wrist curls. You just hold this shit and you keep pushing it for a long period of time. And these guys have great forearms and nice developed traps. There's no shrugging motion when you push in the wheelbarrow. There's no curling motion. You just contracting isometrically. Also not exercise. You have so many, even stiff leg deadlifts, right? Great exercise for hem curls. Yes, there's some movement going on, but if you think about it, really your legs are straight. It's called stiff leg deadlift. So you have a lot of isometric contractions taking place in your hamstring. It's a great trap builder, right? So the whole full range of motion thing is very, very overrated, right? And you can even look at people that have muscle dystonia. I think that's what it's called, dystonia. It's a disease. I saw a documentary on there a while ago. It's a disease that makes your brain flex your muscles just randomly, right? Like usually you choose to flex your muscles, but if you have muscle dystonia, your brain will randomly send these signals and just flex it like a random part of your, of your body. Sometimes it's your arms, your traps, your whatever, your legs, whatever. It's sad, right? And sometimes the person's body will be so flexed in random ways that the person is deformed because they're like twisted and shit. And usually the contraction will last for a long time. And those guys are incredibly muscular. For people that don't lift, obviously they can't work out, they can't lift weights, they can't do anything, right? And one of the guys that I saw was on the show, he was incredibly muscular. He had his triceps popping out. Obviously he wasn't big because he's not on a calorie surplus and shit, but he was like lean and his muscles were showing, his shoulders, everything. And then the guy that was speaking on the show explained that a lot of them are very muscular because their muscles are always flexed, right? So when you have the disease, say your triceps is flexed, so you stand like this like all day long, right? A lot of them have that. They're not doing this all day long. They're just like this for a long period of time, sometimes hours, right? And yet their muscles grow from that tension. So that tells you that you do not need full range of motion alone to build muscle. A lot of the great bodybuilders do a lot of partial reps, right? You see a lot of advanced bodybuilders do like shoulder presses. You notice they don't go all the way up. When they do Ronnie Coleman, when he does his bench pressing, he doesn't go from all the way down all the way up. He usually stays in like the lower region where where the muscle is weakest. I may have explained that if you move a muscle where it is weakest, which is like from the bottom up for bench press, for example, you cause the most damage. So, and then people are gonna say, oh, steroids. Shut the fuck up, man. Steroids do not rewrite the laws of fucking biology and physiology, right? Steroids enhance shit, right? They don't change the laws of gravity or the laws of motion or whatever. I get so mad because people put steroids on everything, right? somebody's on steroids, somebody fought it on steroids. What the fuck, you know? Do some research before you jump to conclusions. So just to let you know, guys, yes, you should do full range of motion on most exercises, but there is a place for partial repetition. There is a place for, you know, isometric contractions and things like that. All right, peace out.